So hello everyone, how are you all? This is your mentor Ashish Kumar Singh in front of you, and here I am today again with a very important class regarding one of the most important ministry, also known as the Ministry of Women and Child Development. But before starting, as always, can you just let me know whether am I audible and visible to all of you or not? क्या आप लोग मुझे सुन पा रहे हो और देख पा रहे हो? जल्दी से कमेंट सेक्शन में बता दो so that we can start our class for the day. And I think I am audible and visible completely. So without further wasting any other time, let us start our class and let us keep going to learn the schemes. Good morning, Manav. Okay. Start करते हैं अपने क्लास को, and in today's class we are going to see and witness some other important schemes of Ministry of Women and Child Development. And the first scheme that I am presenting in front of all of you is this one, that is Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0. Yes, Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0, hereinafter referred to as Poshan 2.0, which means they have basically been almost merged, is an integrated nutritional support program. So what we have seen in previous class was somewhere associated with the proper holistic development of women and along with that children's, right? Different schemes we have seen which were associated with the proper and holistic comprehensive development of women and children. Now we are going to see and learn about one of the most important factors that generally impacts the women and children, and that is nutrition. The government of India also knows the same, and that is why they have launched this particular scheme, also known as Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 scheme. It seeks to address the challenges of malnutrition in children, adolescents, girls, pregnant women, and along with that lactating mothers. So basically this scheme is trying to focus on each and every segment of women and children, be it an adolescent girl, be it a pregnant woman, be it a lactating mother, or along with that be it a group of any age of children, right? So before getting into Poshan 2.0 and Saksham Anganwadi, which are now almost referred to as Poshan 2.0, let us see what is Poshan Abhiyaan. Poshan Abhiyaan was also an important outreach program with the help of which Government of India was trying to spread nutrition. But later on, Government of India understood that we have to follow a chronology and we have to decode the things in according manner, and that is why Government of India launched Poshan 2.0. Now what will be the work of Poshan Abhiyaan and what will be the work of Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0? Okay, let me tell you with the help of an example. See, the factor is nutrition. Two schemes are there, Poshan Abhiyaan and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, right? Consider Poshan Abhiyaan as the farm. Okay, इसको क्या consider कर लेना है? As the farm, and consider this particular Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 as the product of the farm. Okay, as the product of the farm. Suppose that you are a farmer and you want to grow the crops on your land. Okay, so in order to grow the crop you have to do comprehensive research that which particular vegetable or fruit will be most suitable on your land, which pesticides should you use, which fertilizers should you use, and so on and so forth. So basically Poshan Abhiyaan is responsible to do the same, the research on the farm, and in that similar manner you can remember that Poshan Abhiyaan will be the pillar of outreach and will cover innovations related to nutritional support, ICT, media advocacy, research, community outreach, and Jan Andolan, meaning which Poshan Abhiyaan will basically form the base in the market to spread nutrition, right? It will form the base in the market to spread the nutrition, and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 will cater the malnutrition among infant and young children, along with that treatment of severe acute malnutrition and moderate acute malnutrition through Ayush, and they will basically give the nutrition to the children and the women. So basically there are two schemes which are associated with nutrition, first one being Poshan Abhiyaan, second one being Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0. The work of Poshan Abhiyaan is research, development, outreach, Jan Andolan, and so on and so forth. Basically it will create the base for the Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 will use that particular base to spread nutrition among children and the persons, even the women who are facing malnutrition, right? Now we all know that okay, Poshan Abhiyaan is there and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 is there. Let me introduce you to one more important scheme also known as Anganwadi scheme. Okay, Anganwadi service scheme, I would rather say. Now what is this Anganwadi service scheme? It is an additional supportive scheme that will help Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 and even the Poshan Abhiyaan for a better outreach. Why? Because we have seen that even in our villages and even in cities, the poor people who belongs to BPL category, the people who are not able to feed their families, they generally send the students to the schools, to the nearby schools or the government schools also known as Anganwadi, right? That is why government has traced and tracked Anganwadi to be one of the most important factor from wherein they can catch the children who are suffering from malnutrition or who are suffering from any nutritional problem. But along with nutritional problem, Anganwadi service scheme will also focus on referral service, regular health checkup, preschool formal education, along with that immunization and nutrition and health education. Okay, suppose that anyone knows the importance of becoming an IAS officer, right? Like, let me tell you one example. I was in class 9th when I got to know the importance of being an IAS officer, right? Because the person who was the district magistrate of my city was from my school and he was invited as the chief guest from at that particular event. Okay, and then I realized that okay, this is the importance, and that is why I catered myself that okay, in the near future or in my career future, I'll be going towards getting a government job or towards an education line, right? So I got to realize the importance, and that is why I am working in this field. And in a similar manner, if children would understand the importance of nutrition, health, immunization, health checkups, so on and so forth, they will definitely eat healthy and a balanced diet. Okay, so along with providing nutritional support, that is, along with providing nutritional support, the Anganwadi service scheme is helping Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 to spread what? To spread early childhood care and education. Okay, early childhood care and education, very important. And these are very basic things. You can remember these things with the help of chronology and the story telling, with the help of which we used to learn the things, right? Okay, so just remember that Poshan Abhiyaan will focus on research and development. Just remember the farmland wherein you are planning to grow the crop and you are doing research development, media outreach, Jan Andolan, asking from people which type of crop should I grow. Okay, and when it is about Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, you have decided the product and now you will grow the product and give nutrition to your family. And you will also take the help of Anganwadi, because within Anganwadi service scheme we have multiple things like health checkup, immunization and educational care, right? So in this manner, the government is planning to spread awareness and nutrition within the entire nation. The beneficiaries under this scheme are children in the age group of 0 to 6 years, pregnant women and lactating mothers, and adolescents girl in the age group of 14 to 18 years. Just remember the year 14 to 80 year. This is also a very basic question which is generally asked in the examination. Ki what is the adolescence age group, adolescence age girls age group? Okay, so the answer to that would be 14 to 18 years. Now, as we all know that Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 is focusing on providing nutrition, then what is the difference between Anganwadi service scheme and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0? Anganwadi service scheme was basically focusing on giving the calories to the children, right? They were focusing on giving the calories, but Poshan Abhiyaan is focusing to enhance the quality and diversity of food. Okay, this is a better thing. Why anyone would go to Anganwadi service scheme and along with that to Poshan Abhiyaan? Because Poshan Abhiyaan will give you quality, diversity, Anganwadi will give you calorie. So quality, diversity, calorie, better food, better life, happy living. Okay, so that is why we can say that Anganwadi service scheme and Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 are somewhere, you know, parallel to each other, and Poshan Abhiyaan is the base support for both of them. Okay, now let us move forward. Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 seeks to address the challenging situation of malnutrition among children up to the age group of 7 years. Okay, adolescents, girls, pregnant and lactating women, same statement what we have seen. Now Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 will also cater sustainable development goal number 2 and 4 at least. Okay, sustainable development goals are the important goals that the UN has planned to achieve by each and every nation, right? So zero hunger and quality education, okay, is what Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 would be giving, because we have seen that Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 and Anganwadi service scheme have merged, and Anganwadi service scheme has a feature of early childhood care and education, and Poshan Abhiyaan has a feature of giving quality food. That is why basically SDG goal number 2 and 4 would be merging and helping the nation to grow, okay. Now under Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, supplementary nutrition program would be given from a child of 6 months to 6 year, pregnant women and lactating mothers, adolescents girl of 14 to 80 years, with special focus in which region? With special focus in aspirational district and northeastern regions, okay. Aspirational districts and northeastern regions में इनका सबसे ज़्यादा focus होगा. Now I hope that you all must be knowing what are aspirational districts, the most backward districts on which the government is targeting to develop them as much as they can are known as aspirational districts, right? So aspirational district and northeastern region would be the prime focus under the Poshan mission, okay. And the children from age between 6 months to 6 year, pregnant women, lactating mothers, and along with that adolescents girl from 14 to 18 years would be their point of focus. Early childhood care and education would also be given in the Poshan Abhiyaan by merging it or by getting the help from the Anganwadi service scheme. And early stimulation for 0 to 3 years. Early stimulation means very basic bodily activity that helps the child stimulation to grow, aspire and learn, okay. Saksham Anganwadi and development of Poshan Abhiyaan is also what they are planning. Now suppose that Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 and Anganwadi service scheme have merged, it is but obvious that when these two will merge, they will give rise to one more thing, and that thing is Saksham Anganwadi, right? Because the Anganwadi will also enhance and improve. So Saksham Anganwadi, Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 and Anganwadi service scheme have a very good relation, and along with that Poshan Abhiyaan is the base factor for all of them, right? Now Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 is a centrally sponsored scheme, and whenever we talk about centrally sponsored scheme, just remember one thing about centrally sponsored scheme. देखो 60-40 रेशियो होता है इन जनरल कैटेगरी, ओके, इन जनरल स्टेट्स, ओके. नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न हिमालय इंक्लूडिंग northeastern and Himalayan region including J and K, the ratio is 90:10, and when we talk about union territory without legislature, the ratio is 100%. Just remember this much general ratio, and along with that northeastern and UT ratio, that would be more than enough. One more thing, the full form of Poshan, okay, just remember this also, Prime Minister overarching scheme for holistic nourishment, okay, for holistic nourishment, and then just add 2.0 here. So the full form of Poshan 2.0 would be Prime Minister's overarching scheme for holistic nourishment 2.0, okay. Now these guidelines are issued, or the government is planning to do such schemes or launch such schemes under section 4A 5 subsection 1 subsection A 6 and 7 of National Food Security Act 2013, and shall come into force with immediate effect. That is, it should be launched as much soon as possible, right? So as of now, we have seen about the schemes, we have known about the schemes, we have learned about the schemes. Now let us see their working structure. There is an empowerment committee, empowered program committee under the Anganwadi service scheme, right? There is an empowered committee under the Anganwadi service scheme, which is chaired by an IAS officer, obviously, and this particular IAS officer submits the plan to the state government. The state government will then obviously pass it back to the chief secretary of the state, who is the senior most IAS officer of the state, and chief secretary plans accordingly and pass it to the district magistrate, who is the most important or the senior most officer in the district, okay. Now the district magistrate will give it to the Anganwadi workers, and Anganwadi workers will focus on developing Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, doing the survey, giving formal pre-education to the children, non-formal pre-education activities to the children, supplementary nutrition feeding program for children of 0 to 6 year is what they would be planning. And finally, a tracker would be there to track all the things by the district magistrate, by the state government, and by the central government, okay. So in this manner, merely all three schemes are working. Social audit is done by various stakeholders such as Poshan Panchayat, Mothers Group, or VHSNC. They are basically village health members, village health community members, who are basically focusing on the development of the village health. Okay, direct feedback shall also be obtained from those who have availed Saksham Anganwadi and Poshan 2.0 service under the scheme through appropriate evidence gathering method to be decided in consultation with state government. Maybe they will create a survey, they will create a poll, or whatsoever they will plan, or whatsoever the state government will plan. Evaluation will be done by a third party of repute, that is a reputed third party, that shall be nominated by Ministry of Women and Child Development. Rashtriya Poshan Mah is on September. Rashtriya Poshan Mah is celebrated from in the month of September, that is 1st to 30th September. Okay, Anganwadi Kendra is what they will be constructing under the Saksham Anganwadi Kendra. Rupees 12 lakh would be provided to the state government for the creation of Anganwadi. From among that, 8 lakh will be taken from Manrega schemes, right? 2 lakh would be given by the 15th Finance Commission, and only 2 lakh would be given by Ministry of Women and Child Development. Just remember this also. Now, along with that, one more important thing, 450 square feet, 450 square feet is what the minimum size they have planned to construct an Anganwadi in the hilly areas, and they have also planned that they will create 2 lakh Saksham Anganwadi Kendras in the next 5 years. In the next 5 years, 2 lakh, which means every year they are planning to create how many Saksham Anganwadi Kendra? 40,000 Anganwadi Kendra. Okay, so in this manner, the government is planning to collaborate with 4 schemes: Poshan Abhiyaan, Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0, Saksham Anganwadi, and along with that, Anganwadi service scheme to provide nutrition and sustainability to each and every children. Now let us focus on yet another important scheme known as Anganwadi service scheme. Anganwadi service scheme provides the following package of service in an integrated manner to eligible beneficiaries. Anganwadi service scheme will go on from 2021 to 2026, right? It will go on from 2021 to 2026. It will give you supplementary nutrition, preschool, non-formal education, nutrition, immunization, health checkup, and referral services. All the things which what we have seen. Beneficiaries, again, children up to the age of 6 years, pregnant women, lactating mothers, adolescents girl in aspirational district and northeastern states. So when we talk about Anganwadi service scheme, they are mainly focused on aspirational district and northeastern states. Okay, eligibility, the beneficiary has to be registered as the nearest Anganwadi center with Aadhaar identification, and for child benefits under the scheme can be used using the mother's Aadhaar card. Okay, for example, if children does not have Aadhaar card, they can use the mother's Aadhaar card. Iron syrup would be given for children for 6 months to 5 year old. Okay, 1 milliliter twice in a week. IFA tablets to pregnancy women, 12 months to 5 year old के बच्चों को मिलेगा deworming tablets. They would be getting deworming tablets. The children from 12 months to 5 year. Pregnant women, 1 deworming tablet during the second trimester. Vitamin A supplement for 9 months to 5 year old children. Okay, biannually, that is twice in a year. Diarrhea management, ORS, zinc supplement would be there. Referral services, severely malnourished children would be referred to hospitals or nutritional rehabilitation center. Immunization for pregnant women to 2 tetanus toxoid shots and all vaccinations for children under the health schedule. Now, the major question that would be running in your mind, that is this important for all of us to remember. I would request what, that just try to remember at least the important things. For example, vitamin E supplements for 9 months to 5 year old children. Okay, iron syrup for 6 months to 5 year old children. Referral services to severe malnourished children. Diarrhea management is very basic. Deworming is also very basic. At least try to remember the basic one, because they are directly given from the ministry side, and quite possible that the RBI will be asking question on this particular segment, or any regulatory body would be asking the question from this particular segment, because that is what is generally asked in the examinations, right? Okay, now one more thing, growth management is also done, or growth checkup. Children of 6 months to 6 years, their growth is checked, their height is checked every month, their weight is checked every month. Now basically all these things are done by Anganwadi helpers or workers, right? So they are even given price rupees 500 to Anganwadi workers, 250 to Anganwadi helpers, and Kuposhan Mukt village. In order to make a village Kuposhan Mukt or malnutrition Mukt, the government has targeted the village, focused on the village, and they have also given 1 lakh rupees to the village, right? 100 awards for Anganwadi workers at rupees 15,000 and 50 awards for Anganwadi helpers at rupees 40,000 is what they would be giving. Now, what is the difference between Anganwadi workers and helpers? Helpers are helpers, workers are seniors. Just remember that, okay? Before, if anyone is planning to becoming a worker, he or she should first become a helper, okay? So that is the difference in the Anganwadi service scheme. Now suppose, let me help you to understand the scheme. She is the Anganwadi worker, she must be 12th pass and the age must be between 18 to 35 years of age. She can retire at the age of 65, okay? Now one more thing, 50% post of Anganwadi workers shall be fulfilled by promotion of Anganwadi helpers. As I said that firstly you have to be a helper and then you can genuinely be a worker, okay, by promotion, or you can directly apply also, but by promotion. This is the method with 5 years of experience. 50% of the supervisors who supervise each and everything shall be filled by the promotion of Anganwadi workers. So if you are a Anganwadi worker, now you would be promoted to what? You will be promoted to supervisor with 5 years of experience. Let us talk about paisa, that is money. Anganwadi workers are getting 4,500 rupees per month. Anganwadi workers, that is in the workers who are working in mini Anganwadi centers, they would be getting 3,500 rupees per month, and Anganwadi helpers would be getting 2,250 rupees per month. Just remember that, okay? The ratio is same, 60, 40, 90, 10, 100% in case of union territory without legislature. 8 northeastern states and 3 Himalayan states, including the state of Jammu and Kashmir, would be given the assistance on the basis of 90:10, 90% by central government, 10% by the state government. Insurance is also given to them. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Ki Jyoti Bima Yojana 436 rupees and Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana rupees 20 per annum per beneficiary is what the government is also giving to Anganwadi workers. So they have, given them also additional insurance benefit, monthly benefits, stipends, awards, and so on and so forth. Supplementary nutrition program is their focus. 300 days per year is what they would be giving supplementary foods, the Anganwadi workers, merely 25 days per month, okay, on an average. Pregnant women, lactating mothers, children 6 से 36 महीना, children from 6 to 36 months would be the point of focus under the supplementary nutritional program. 6 to 36 months, that is basically 6 months to 3 years. And the children who are suffering from severe acute malnutrition, the adolescents girl 14 to 18 years, children of 3 to 6 years is what they would be focusing. And the children who are in the category of 3 to 6 years would be given high calorie meal and along with that morning snacks, okay. The children who are from 6 to 72 months, they would be getting calorie of 500 gram and protein of 12 to 15 gram. Severely acute malnourished children would be given obviously more calories, 800 calorie and 20-25 gram protein, okay, per day. Pregnant woman 600 calories, 18-20 protein gram per day. Adolescents girl 600 calories, 18-20 protein gram per day. Now how can you remember it? Just remember in a chronological manner. Firstly, the children's 6 to 72 months, that is from 6 months to 6 year, 500 calories. Now pregnant women and nursing women, they would be given 600 calories. Adolescents girl 600 calories, and finally the one who are severely malnourished, they would be getting 800 calorie at least. Just try to remember the calorie, okay. Now obviously 6 months child cannot go to the Anganwadi center and get the particular amount whatsoever he or she has the right to get. So obviously take home ration is also there twice a month, that is on the 1st and on the 15th of every month they would be given the take home ration. So in this manner Anganwadi service scheme is basically working and helping the Poshan Abhiyaan 2.0 to enhance and create Saksham Anganwadis in the entire nation, right? So this was the major scheme for the day, okay. I would be requesting all of you to remember this scheme, very important scheme. Whenever or whatever we see from the exams perspective is very important, and that was very important. Now let us focus on another scheme, PM Cares, okay. Just forget this K, it is PM Cares. It was launched on 29th May by our beloved Prime Minister for the children who lost their parents or guardians due to COVID-19 starting from 11th March 2020. The scheme was started from 11th March 2020. Comprehensive care and protection of a child is what they focus upon. Obviously, firstly at the central level, then at the state level, then at the district level, the senior most IAS officers are the one who are managing the scheme. 10 lakh is what they are planning to give each children, okay, or to store the 10 lakh rupees for each children until the children reaches the age of 18, and from the age of 18 minimum monthly financial support would be given by the Bharat Sarkar from 18 to 23 years of age, that is for the next 5 years. So whenever a child will be turning 18, from 18 to 23, government would be helping them by giving monthly financial support, or along with that any other factor or any other emergency support from among these rupees 10 lakh rupees. The child who is the beneficiary of the program has to reach first to the district magistrate or the senior most officer will reach out to the state government, and the state government will reach out to central government, and the money would be dispersed. Okay, now one more important scheme, Unnati, a scholarship scheme under National Children's Fund for Academic Excellence of Children. Child living in child care institutions. We have seen the child care institutions, basically they are NGOs in which the child are living. So child living in child care institutions with a promising performance from class 9 to 12 gets this scholarship. 55% marks, 75% attendance, and the student should be living in child care institutions registered under the Juvenile Justice Act, and 50% of the total money would be used for girl student. That is, equal number of girls and boys student would be getting targeted in the Unnati scheme. National Institute of Public Cooperation and Child Development is implementing partner. Now you would all be thinking that here it is written about promising performance, and how can 55% be a promising performance? It is a promising performance because of the fact that someone who is living not at his or her home but at a child care institution with multiple problems, even if the student is able to perform and get 55% marks, that is well deserving and well acceptable. Okay, and along with that 75% attendance. Now let us see the amount that the student would be getting under Unnati scheme. In class 9 or 10, the student would be getting 1,000 rupees per month per children, and 1,000 rupees per annum per children for study material. That is, in gross total 12,000 rupees would be per month plus 1,000 rupees for the study material, and net would be 13,000 is what class 9 and 10 students would be getting. Now let us focus on class 11 and 12. 1,000 per month per child and 1,000 per annum per child study material. That is, here also it is 13,000. The gross total is 13,000. So be it from class 9 to class 12 under Unnati scheme, the child would be getting what? 13,000 rupees per month. Okay, and with that happy note, I would be happy to say that we have completed yet another ministry and yet another important schemes which were associated with one of the most important ministry, also known as the Ministry of Women and Child Development. I hope that all the doubts that were pertaining in your mind have been cleared by me, and all the schemes that I have taught to you is understood by you. Okay, so this was all in this session. Thank you very much for joining this session. I'll be seeing you soon with yet another important scheme of yet another important ministry in the near future. This was all in this session. Thank you very much for coming in the session. I'll be seeing you soon. Till then, bye bye. Take care and Jai Hind.